Attention passionate Chicago, Bears fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Chicago Bears' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Chicago Bears fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your friends and Chicago Bears fans. Let's get to the news in a move that's sending shockwaves through the NFL. The Chicago Bears are reportedly making a bold splash in the trade market by acquiring DeForest Buckner from the Indianapolis Colts. This isn't just any trade, this could be a game changer for the Bears' defense, especially their defensive line, which has been desperate for a dominant presence to anchor their unit. The details are just as impressive as the move itself. The Bears are sending a first-round pick in the 2026 NFL Draft to Indianapolis in exchange for Buckner, along with a significant $24 million in cap relief. This deal signals the Bears' clear intent to bolster their front seven and build a formidable defense that can compete at the highest level. Now, let's unpack what this means for the Bears and why this move could be so impactful. The Colts, sitting at 4-7 and clearly in a rebuild mode, are prioritizing cap space and future assets. They're moving Buckner, a proven interior disruptor, to free up resources for their ongoing rebuild, especially as they focus on extending their young quarterback, Anthony Richardson. Indianapolis is also showing some skepticism about their interior defensive line depth, and with Buckner's looming free agency, trading him now makes strategic sense. For the Colts, it's about clearing cap space and acquiring a valuable draft pick that could help them accelerate their rebuild. But for the Bears, this is a different story altogether. Chicago's defensive line has been a work in progress, a unit that's shown flashes but lacked that consistent, game-wrecking presence up the middle. Buckner, who has amassed 61, 5 career sacks, 10 forced fumbles, and a PFF grade of 90. 3 is exactly the type of player that can transform a defensive front. He's a dominant interior force, a player who can disrupt the pocket, collapse the line of scrimmage, and create opportunities for the linebackers and secondary to make plays. His ability to generate pressure from the inside is a rare commodity, and adding him to a defense that already features talented players like Yannick Ngakoue and others could elevate the Bears' overall defensive performance significantly. What makes Buckner so intriguing is his consistency and versatility. Despite a knee injury in Week 2 of this season, which limited him to just 11 games, he still managed to produce 5 sacks, 24 solo tackles, and 19 assists, along with 2 forced fumbles. His impact isn't just about sacks, it's about drawing double teams, occupying blockers, and freeing up other players to make plays. His EPA per snap of plus 0.18 and a pressure rate of 19% highlight how effective he's been when healthy. Even with the injury, Buckner's presence on the field commands respect from opposing offensive lines, and that's exactly what the Bears need to take their defense to the next level. The Colts' defense has struggled this season, allowing an average of 25.6 points per game, which is a clear indication that their front isn't holding up as they'd hoped. Indianapolis's decision to move Buckner seems to reflect a broader shift towards building a team around their young quarterback, Richardson, and allocating cap space toward extending his contract. They are also managing their roster with an eye on future drafts, and trading Buckner for a premium pick gives them a shot at adding more talent through the draft. For the Colts, it's a calculated move that aligns with their rebuilding trajectory, even if it means parting ways with a player of Buckner's caliber. For the Bears, this trade isn't just about filling a gap, it's about transforming the identity of their defense. With Buckner now lining up in the middle, the Bears' front seven is projected to produce over 14 sacks from interior players, a huge boost compared to their previous numbers. His addition could lead to a 23% increase in interior pressure, which is critical against the NFC North's run-heavy offenses like the Packers and Lions. The run defense, which has allowed 125 rushing yards per game, could see an immediate upgrade, lowering opposing yards per carry from 4.1 to around 3.3. This kind of improvement is reminiscent of what the Rams achieved with Aaron Donald in 2025, where disrupting the opponent's interior line changed the entire defensive dynamic. The potential impact doesn't stop there. The Bears' defense could see a 22% increase in EPA per rush, making their run defense among the league's best. Stuffs per game could rise by 11, and their ability to set the edge and stop the run would be significantly improved. Low YAC, yards after contact. Numbers like the current 3.6 yards, combined with Buckner's ability to hold gaps and clog lanes, would make it tougher for opposing offenses to sustain drives. The addition of Buckner not only boosts the interior pass rush, but also complements the linebackers, such as Jack Sanborn and T.J. Edwards, who thrive when the line holds firm. From a broader perspective, this move could have ripple effects across the entire NFC North and the NFC as a whole. The Bears' Super Bowl odds, which were around plus 3,000 earlier this season, might see a significant shift, potentially improving to plus 1,100 or better as their defense becomes more formidable. The NFC title odds could jump from plus 1,500 to about plus 550, making Chicago a more serious contender in the playoff picture. The addition of Buckner is a clear message that the Bears are committed to winning now, not just rebuilding for the future. They're stacking the deck, and their defense is shaping up to be one of the most disruptive in the league. This move also echoes the kind of legendary trades and signings that define championship defenses. Think about Fletcher Cox or Chris Jones, interior disruptors who change the way offenses attack. Buckner, with his relentless motor and ability to disrupt at the point of attack, has that same potential. For Bears fans, it's a thrilling development, one that could be the cornerstone of a defense that leads Chicago to deep playoff runs and hopefully another shot at the Super Bowl. The legacy of the Bears, defensive dominance which once featured players like William Perry, Steve McMichael, and more recently Khalil Mack, might be revitalized with Buckner anchoring the interior. Looking ahead, expectations are high. The Bears are already trending upward, and with this addition they could become a team that's feared on defense. Their draft capital is now more flexible, and they have the tools to address other needs, including linebacker and secondary. The coaching staff, led by head coach Matt Eberflus, can now implement more aggressive schemes knowing they have a game-wrecking interior presence. The fans, of course, are buzzing, dreaming of a defense that can carry the team to victories and make that playoff push a reality. The hope is that Buckner's arrival sparks a new era of Bears football, one where their defense is as legendary as their storied history. And let's not forget, this isn't just about the present, it's about laying a foundation for sustained success. The Bears' defense has been a work in progress, but with Buckner in the middle, they're building something that could last for years. The combination of his skills, the emerging talent on the edges, and the promising group of linebackers could make Chicago a nightmare for offenses. It's the kind of move that energizes a fan base and reminds everyone that the Bears are serious about returning to their winning ways. Pause here just for a second. If you want the YouTube algorithm to keep recommending the latest Chicago Bears news to you, it's super important that you leave a like on this video. Go ahead, it's quick and it makes a big difference. Thank you. Now let us continue with the big reveal. Now for the fans sitting at home, this is exactly the kind of move that shows the Bears are not just about short-term gains. They're about building a sustainable, dominant defense that can compete with the best in the league. The addition of Buckner is a statement. Chicago is back in the business of contending, and they're doing it with a clear plan. The draft pick they're giving up is a small price to pay for a player of Buckner's caliber, and it signals a shift in philosophy, aggressive, bold, and ready to compete. If everything clicks, this trade could be remembered as one of those pivotal moments that turned the franchise around, just like when the Bears added players like William Perry or Khalil Mack in the past. In conclusion, the Bears' front office is making a statement with this trade. They're investing in their defense, stacking their chips on a unit that can carry them deep into the playoffs and beyond. Buckner's presence in Chicago will undoubtedly make them a tougher, more disruptive team, and that's exactly what this fan base has been craving. With the NFC landscape shifting and the division becoming more competitive, Chicago's willingness to make bold moves like this could be the key to their next Super Bowl run. The future looks bright, and Bears fans should be excited about what's coming next. Buckner isn't just a player. He's a symbol of the Bears' renewed commitment to greatness, and he could very well be the cornerstone of a legendary Bears defense in the years to come. And now, Chicago Bears fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Chicago Bears. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Chicago Bears news.